and were talking about how they wouldn't want to go through losing a homie like that. Then just a few hours later, Rory watched Aaron die right in front of him.
Bro, this nigga got the dickhead cut 101. Man, he got raised by grandma, by little old Meemaw, and still ran to them trenches.
Chris had personal beef with Uzi Marcus because they both had history with the same girl.
Do I know her like a past? I know it's where we messing with the same girl.
What's good, your boy DK back with another banger video, y'all. And y'all thought I was done? Y'all thought I was reacting to these rappers? No, y'all love the videos right now. Yo, shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to everyone that's watching the videos. I appreciate all the support and love y'all showing to the channel. Thank y'all for liking, subscribing, commenting. Thank you very much. We are on stream right now, live. If you want to join, if you want to see me react to these live and in action, be sure to join my Twitch. Link will be down in the description below. But today, y'all, we have the Reaper, none other than himself, EBKJAAYBO.
Think you gon' fuck with me for free, bitch? What you lace with? Yeah. When all the smoke like a vape pen. Hold on, brother, chase him. Say my name, I pop up like the boogeyman.
Fuck. So, y'all, we about to see how this man EBKJAAYBO, J-Boy, is the new Reaper in the industry, maybe? I don't know, but he talked like he got a lot of bodies on some Vaughn type stuff, but we about to see right now, y'all.
EBKJAAYBO is one of the hottest rappers on the
Oh, hold on, my fault. If you like this and you do want to see more, be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you get notified every time I drop another banger video. And with all that being said, we gonna hop straight into this.
West Coast right now. He keeps catching gun charges though, and today we're diving into his wild come up and the deadly war going on that makes him stay strapped up at all times. EBKJAAYBO was born and raised in the southeast area of Stockton around 2100 Nightingale Avenue. He said that back in the day when he was a kid, the southeast wasn't that crazy and everyone was just focused on hustling and making money instead of gangbanging. But that all changed when Jaaybo and his homies came up. Jaaybo hopped off the porch when he was around 12 years old.
12 years old?
In the houses. He got caught robbing a crib when he was like 14. And Jaaybo tried to do the race and drive off in a stolen whip. He didn't really
drive off in a stolen whip.
So he just pulled over and let the cops take him to juvie. He was in and out of juvie on little charges from 12 to 15 years old. And none of the early cases were that serious. But when he turned 15, Jaaybo caught his first real charge.
When he turned 15, yeah, bro, y'all know what TikTok.
I just saved myself $150.
Y'all know who I'm talking about,
exactly
though.
What went down, but Jaaybo ended up getting booked on an attempted murder case. Since he was a minor when it happened, there isn't any public info about the situation. And
bro, this nigga got the dickhead cut 101, bro. I'm sorry, this dick biting ass haircut, bro.
What do you say fuck me for?
I'm sorry, that whole little mama, not worry, something. You raised a gangster, I'm a survivor, bro. This hairstyle was pissing me off, bro. Leave it to the white folks with the mullets, gang. I don't know, man.
Jaaybo never talked about it either. When he went to juvie, Jaaybo was running fades all the time and getting into trouble. He could have been.
I heard they be throwing 30 fades at one time.
And kept getting time added for breaking rules on the inside. He actually graduated from high school while he was locked up, but Jaaybo was working on music at the same time from behind bars. He had been rapping his whole life, but never really took it seriously. Back in the day, he would pound on tables at school and freestyle for the homies though. Everyone around him knew he had skills, but Jaaybo was neck deep in the trenches and wasn't even thinking about becoming a rapper.
Neck deep in the trenches,
a lot of Jaaybo's fans don't know.
Dang, boy got a little big.
Popping rapper in Stockton back in the day named Rory. Rory came up on Nightingale Avenue too. His mom was addicted to drugs the whole time he was growing up, and his dad was always going in and out of jail. So Rory was mostly raised by his grandma. Rory's grandma was really
typical nigga story.
Back in the day, and did her best to keep Rory out of the streets. Growing up in her house, he couldn't even listen to rap because his grandma didn't like all the swearing. But Rory still ended up in the trenches.
Still, and he got raised by grandma, by little old Meemaw, and still ran to them trenches. That is just crazy.
But what really
that is just crazy.
is when Rory found a local rapper's tape in an abandoned house he broke into with his homies. Nobody knows who the artist was, but it was the first time Rory heard anyone shouting out Stockton on a song, and that's what made him want to hop in the booth and become a rapper. Another big reason he wanted to get out of the trenches was losing his homies to gun violence.
Word? Who want to lose their homies to gun violence? Let's be honest, bro.
Aaron Vickers and some other dudes. Earlier that day, Rory and Aaron had seen cars go by for a funeral and were talking about how they wouldn't want to go through losing a homie like that. Then just a few hours later, Rory watched Aaron die right in front of him.
What? Bro, this is why you really gotta watch what you put into the universe, bro. Like, what? Was just talking about how they could never see one of their homies like that in a casket, or just never be at a funeral like that for their homies. And then you watch your mans get murked in front of you? What the fuck? I ain't gonna lie, that's like PTSD for the rest of your life, bro. I'm sorry. I know I'm gonna have PTSD for the rest of my life.
Bullets went everywhere and put holes in the crib they were standing in front of. But Aaron was the only one who got hit. Seeing his best friend get killed like that made Rory realize he needed to switch things up.
Bro.
That's when he really started going hard with the music. But just like Jaaybo, Rory's trouble with the cops kept getting in the way of his rap career. One time he was on probation and someone in Atlanta wanted to meet with him about a record deal. Rory had been gangbanging, but really wanted to switch up how he moved and make it out of the streets with music. But his parole officer said he couldn't go to Atlanta. Rory knew it was a huge opportunity, so he took the risk.
Hold on, yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. I would have did the same thing.
Didn't work out for him though, and to make it even worse, his
PO
officer
found out.
Trip, and Rory got booked again for violating.
Dang, but I'm not gonna lie though, that's a little weird. If I have a money making opportunity and I'm on parole, you telling me you're gonna stop me? You're gonna stop me from making my bread, right? Because I'm on probation, I'm on parole, and then you think I'm gonna go? You think I'm gonna just go for that and not go? You trim. Yo, trim, shorty.
Stop his grind though. He came back home and went right back to work. He started investing his own money into the rap game and set up his own studio. He himself how to make beats, so he wouldn't have to wait around for other producers to send him their tracks. It took a while to get his name popping, but eventually all the hard work paid off. Rory was racking up thousands of streams, getting booked for shows, and linking up with other rappers in the city like Tall T. Tall T was a battle rapper from Stockton who was getting a lot of buzz on his name. He had been in the underground scene for years and was about to really pop off. But then in 2012, he was brutally murdered in broad daylight.
Ooh.
Tall T was sitting in Long Park with his girlfriend. Someone came up and tapped him on the shoulder. Then Tall T turned around and they upped the strap and shot him in the face.
What?
Man! What did he do to make them niggas that mad?
Or the shooter wanted him dead. But Tall T's death was a massive loss for the Stockton rap game.
Bro.
The shooting also had a big impact.
Yo, just shot him in the face, gang?
For like a year before he was killed.
Bro, y'all Compton niggas? Bro, not Compton. Y'all Stockton niggas be moving like that? Bro, I'm about to go to Cali soon. You not finna see me in LA. You not, bro. It's too dangerous to go out to LA, bro. It's too dangerous. Like, you can't wear the wrong colors. You can't be popping out there. You can't be, flexing or nothing like that out there, bro. Bro, didn't they just take Dak Doherty's chain while he was in LA? That's crazy, bro.
We were in the studio together all the time. Rory was still on probation and trying to stay out of trouble. And he said that Tall T is the one who really pushed him to stay on the grind and keep focused in the rap game. Rory was also trying to get Jaaybo involved with music back then. Jaaybo was just a kid, but Rory would bring him to the studio and have him sing on tracks whenever Rory had an R&B artist pull through and record. Rory was making all the right moves and was finally on his way up in the industry, but then he was tragically murdered. No! Why are you doing that? That's my guy! While trying to protect his kids. It's not clear exactly how it went down.
What,
this is the
bro? Story. Yo, this is so crazy, bro. This is so crazy because, bro, we watched this. Bro, we watched this on so many occasions, bro. Typical gangbanging dude from the hood. He finally realizes his way is not the way no more. He got to switch up now. He got to start making money. Use the things that he done been through in real life, turn it into music, a poetic something. make money off that, he finally leave the streets behind. The streets will never leave you, though. The streets will never leave you. If you from the streets never leaving you, and it's eventually gonna come back to bite you in the ass. And unfortunately, that's what happened to him. Unfortunately.
Some sources.
My condolences to EBKJAAYBO.
Some teenagers
I think that's how you say it. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it
Rory
wrong.
had just finished 7 years of probation and was really trying to stay out of trouble.
Golly,
He wasn't gonna
bro.
let someone just rob his kids and get away with it.
Yeah, that's
So Rory
crazy.
allegedly tracked the teenagers down to press them about it.
Oh.
Nobody knows what really happened next. But after Rory found him, one of the teenagers allegedly pulled out a gun and killed.
I was giving you so many praise. But I mean, he was still doing his thing at the end of the day. Somebody robbed his kid. He did the right parental thing, and you know what I'm saying? He went to go try and get his stuff back. It's just them little niggas had strap. You know what I'm saying? They been, bro, these young niggas been having strap on them, y'all. Since like 13, 14, they been having strap. I'm telling y'all. They been having strap. This is crazy.
But Rory on the spot. Losing his dad changed everything for Jaaybo. If Rory was still alive and made it in the music industry, there's no telling what kind of life Jaaybo would have had. But after Rory was killed, it didn't take long for Jaaybo to jump off the porch and get active.
What?
Eventually, Jaaybo hopped in the booth and started dropping music. He was working with a company called Thizzler on the Roof.
Hold on. So instead of yo, I ain't gonna lie. We gotta keep it real. Instead of continuing your father's legacy, he loved music, you like music, you want to continue that legacy, you decided to hop off the porch, gang.
Is this nigga serious?
Like father, like
They were
son.
really trying to push Jaaybo
Like
into
father,
the
like
industry.
son.
He was running up millions of views on YouTube, but he had too much going on in the streets to really focus on the rap game, and that's how he ended up back
There
in
you
jail.
go with this dickhead
Even
ass
though
cut.
he wasn't even trying to make it in the industry, Jaaybo was getting a lot of buzz on his name on the West Coast. Stockton doesn't have a huge rap scene, but Jaaybo and his homies were kicking off a new wave that was getting a lot of
A
attention.
new
in the city.
wave.
A lot of them were popping off for rap, but behind the music was a bloody war with their ops in the street.
Bro, I know
EBK
y'all
has
saw
only
that
been
dickhead
around
ass
for a
cut too.
few
I'm
years,
sorry, bro. I
but
don't
they're
like
already
that
one of the most notorious crews in the city. They say that they're just a rap collective and aren't involved with the streets, but the cops officially classified them as a gang back in 2018.
Oh.
It's not clear how much work Jaaybo was putting in for the crew, but since 2019,
Oh, they was
they've
putting
been making all
in
kinds of
work.
headlines for turning Stockton into
Oh, they done turned that bit into a war zone?
a dude named Ronald Celestine was shot and killed in a drive-by. Reports say it was two EBK affiliates who pulled the trigger.
Yo.
3 days later, they spun through his hood
again?
Set up a candlelight vigil that Ronald's family put on.
What?
5
Bro,
people were
alright,
hurt
nah, y'all wildin'. Y'all put up to the candlelight visual?
Y'all are going to jail!
Up in fire? Come on, bro. They trying to celebrate the life of the dude y'all just murked.
during a shooting at the vigil, and one of them tragically didn't make it out alive. Ronald's cousin Benny Lott wasn't affiliated with the streets at all, and just came to the
Like,
vigil to honor
see,
his
bro,
cousin.
like that's, bro, I can't condone that, bro. Sorry for me pausing. I can't condone that, bro. Y'all killed an innocent bystander, his cousin, bro. And I know it's, yeah, you know, we only don't care for kids and women, but like innocent, like truly innocent, bro. Look at this dude. Do he look like he in the streets, gang? I'm cheating off of him if we taking a math test. Do it look like he in the street life, gang? Y'all wildin', bro.
His
Y'all
cousin
wildin',
Benny
bro.
Lott wasn't affiliated with the streets at all, and just came to the vigil to honor his cousin. But the streets of Stockton are so crazy that you can't even go to a funeral without worrying about getting shot.
Without getting shot,
Ended
bro.
up
That's
arresting
OD.
two EBK affiliates named Brian Norman and Raymoni Gaines for the shooting.
Raymoni?
EBK had a lot of
Nigga, you thought I was gonna let that slide? Nigga, Raymoni and Raymonte. I don't even care what his name no more is. Bro, Raymoni. You look like a mix between Voldemort and Meatball put together. Like, I don't really know what to explain what you look like. That's just what you look like when I first look at you. I don't really, bro. Raymoni, bro, go ahead.
affiliates named Brian Norman and Raymoni Gaines for the shooting.
Raymoni
EBK had a
Gaines
lot
for
of
the
heat on
shooting.
them after Ronald and Benny's deaths. But just 2 days after the shooting at the vigil, they allegedly slid into North Stockton and hit up
Two more ops, yo.
streets off, and a few months later, They ended up booking 9 EBK affiliates for murder, robbery, and a bunch of other charges.
God, bro.
Everything calmed down for a while after that.
Oh my
Then
goodness.
a whole new wave of violence sparked up and tore Stockton apart. Before Jaaybo started blowing up, the first dude affiliated with EBK who was buzzing in the rap game was a dude named Young Slowby. Young Slowby was on the grind for years before he started popping. He had to invest a lot of cash in his own career before anyone was even paying attention. But eventually, it all started coming together. Slow was making a lot of noise in Stockton, but he really leveled up when he got tight with a rapper from Sacramento named Briss. Slow and Briss both came up in the trenches and had a lot of chemistry.
Why he look like
track 2142 pop.
Dang, what he look like? Why he look like Gucci Mane a little bit? Like in 06.
Briss had been rapping for
Nah. Maybe after 06. Or before. Wait, whenever he wasn't on the lean no more. That's the Gucci Mane he looked like a little bit.
They had plans to take over the West Coast together. But what nobody knew back then is that they were both about to lose their lives to the trenches.
To the fucking
Slow and Briss were
trenches,
linking
bro.
up and putting on for the West Coast.
Bro.
Briss was beefing with 2 other rappers from Sacramento named Uzi
Bro.
Marcus and Mozzie. Briss had personal beef with Uzi Marcus because they both had history with the same girl.
You are no one like a past to know his word. We messing with the same girl.
With the
Uzi made
same
drama
biddy.
public
Oh
when
my
he dissed
gosh.
Briss on the track 42K and rapped, "Keep it real. You niggas ain't killed the fly. And if it's money on my..."
Hold on. We gotta wrap this real quick. Keep it real. You niggas ain't killed a fly. And if it's a money on my... Oh, wait. Hold on. We gotta run it back. We'll run it back. Yeah. Do the little rewind noise. Keep it real. You niggas ain't killed a fly. And if it's money on my head, why the fuck I'm still alive? You niggas ain't popping shit. They really just talking shit. Where they at? I'm right here on 42nd with the stick. Oh, okay.
My head,
Okay.
I'm still alive.
Okay, that wasn't too bad though.
They're really just talking shit. Where they at? I'm right here on 42nd with the stick. Lil Briss, he a pussy.
He a pussy.
And Lil Danny, he a bitch.
We gotta rap again. Hold on. Lil Briss, he a Stay freaking hiccuping, bro. Lil Briss, he a and Lil Danny, he a bitch. Keep playing. I be outside your grannies with that switch.
Why would you say that?
Fix it.
Why would you say that?
Uzi Marcus kind of
spitting
though. I ain't gonna lie. He kind of spitting though.
Mozzie, because he was homies with a rapper from Sacramento named CML Lavish D. Lavish D and Mozzie have been going back and forth for years, and both sides are taking losses in the beef. After Mozzie dissed Lavish D, his homie Zilla was murdered first. Then a few months later, his homie Jacoby James was killed too. Lavish D's homie Stunna D was killed next.
Yo!
Briss allegedly got caught up in the beef too. Rumors said that Mozzie's crew was still trying to even the score, and they caught up to Briss in June 2020 while he was driving down the street. Someone started letting off shots, and Briss crashed into a pole. He hopped out of the car and tried to run away, but unfortunately, Briss wasn't fast enough, and the ops shot him to death. Briss's death had a major impact on Young Slow.
Oh, he was only 24, bro.
To stay on his grind. And a year after Briss died, Slow really hit the mainstream when his track "I Love You" went viral on TikTok. It looked like he was gonna be one of the first.
Hold on. Let's go look at. We gotta go look at that real quick. Let's go look at this real quick. Hold on. YouTube. Do not freaking. Wait. Don't take this down, YouTube.
Got into a shootout, but it's cool. Shot girls my back.
Oh, this was that song.
When you finna let me hold.
Do you love me, baby? Do you love me, baby?
The time has come. There's no way out of this one.
Okay, so this was that song. Okay.
Rappers from Stockton
Okay.
really up in the industry.
Dang. So nah, he was.
Slowby was found dead.
That's crazy. He had just blew. He had just blew, bro.
Was killed by EBK's ops in Stockton. EBK's biggest ops are a set called Trap Mob, aka Fly Boys. Jaaybo's been sending shots at them ever since he hopped in the booth. Like on the track The Apocalypse, when he raps, "Up it on the biggest nigga moving. I'm a Glock lifter, a shot sender,
and I'm spanking any mob member."
And,
oof.
Hey brother,
getting up on that hoe.
Knock sister. Fuck
the mob. I told y'all keep my name up.
Rumors say Trap Mob had been involved
hey.
with Young Slowby's death, and Jaaybo aired him out about it on the track Slowby Mode. Jaaybo was locked up when Slowby was killed, and on the track, he rapped, "It's not a nigga around me loafing, everybody's
strapped. Just left the
street. Where was everybody
Oh,
at?
I was like, what the heck?
Rico from the 10 when niggas come to sack. And aha, a flag just got squashed. Bring your brother back. Suckers kill Slow B.
Now I'm home. Another tomato coming.
What's really weird about the
Nah,
situation
yo,
with Slow
he
B
was
and Briz
dissing.
is that Jaaybo was still bumping Mozzie's music on social media. There's nothing tying Mozzie to Slow's death, but a lot of fans are confused because Briz was beefing with Mozzie when he died, and young Slowby was super tight with Briz. Then when people were dissing Jaaybo for not sliding after young Slowby died, he hopped on IG
Slowby
and
was
dissed Mozzie's dead
29?
homie Case.
Hold on, what'd he say? Nigga saying blank EBK and go slide for Slowby when K squeeze dispensary weed.
Squeeze.
Oh,
K Squeeze allegedly killed another rapper named Lil Jody Woe. Then one day later, K Squeeze was shot to death too. Jaaybo wasn't just sending.
He basically just called him a pack, bro. Oh my gosh. He literally just called him a pack.
On social media though, he's known for throwing hands every time he gets locked up too. Once he was locked up in county with a massive op named Seawalk, who everyone was allegedly scared to fight, but Jaaybo didn't back down from the fade. During an IG live session, Jaaybo said that Seawalk dissed him right when he got to jail, but they couldn't fight because the yard was hot, so they planned to run the fade the next day.
What's up, nigga? He like, yeah, I'm Seawalk, cuz townhomes, da-da-da. I'm like, nigga, I'm Jaaybo, Southeast, nigga, EBK. The nigga like, nigga, fuck the Southeast. I'm like, damn. So we get to the yard or whatever the case may be, bro. He like, bro, it's hot right now, so we gonna fade in the morning, bro. Or unless you want to go to the hub. I'm like, bro, I ain't trying to go to the hub. We gonna fade tomorrow.
Jaaybo admitted that Seawalk beat him, but during the fight, Jaaybo ended up scratching Seawalk's eye.
So we get on the yard. I ain't gonna lie, he would me. Sure, he shake my hand.
I ain't gonna lie, he would me.
He like, but you scratched my eye, cuz you want to go again? And I keep it a band. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. We can program. He would me again.
We can program. Hey, he got my respect. He took it like a man. He took it like a man, chat. He took it like a man and kept going.
But Jaaybo knows that if you're really throwing down like that all the time, you can't win them all. A lot of people were clowning his homie, EBK Young Jock, for getting his chain snatched last year too. But Jaaybo said just because you get robbed one time doesn't mean anything.
Shit happens, you feel me? That don't.
I'm about to say, if you really in that life, you gotta know you robbing, you gonna get robbed eventually.
Got something took from him. I'm not saying that it's cool to get something took from you either. You feel me? But when you slip up, shit like that happens.
Some fans were surprised that Jaaybo was standing up for Young Jock though, because there used to be some tension in the EBK crew. According to rumors, Jock's older brother, Hari B, snitched on the case with EBK Osama and got him locked up. It's not clear exactly what went down, but it caused a lot of issues in the crew, and Jaaybo even dissed Hari B on the track and rapped, "Hari turned rat, he couldn't take the hit.
They told that nigga 20 years, he started eating cheese.
Luckily,
oh,
they were able to squash
Lord.
everything though. But before they could really focus on putting EBK on the map in the rap game, Jaaybo ended up getting locked up again. In April 2023,
bro, this man keep
Jaaybo
getting locked in 2023.
Another 6 months before they let him out on bail. This time when he came back home, Jaaybo said he was really tightening up how he moved. He ended up getting out of Stockton.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Every time this man got locked up, he came out the pen bigger. That's where you put the Undertaker bell sound effect, Kev. God dang.
Focused on the rap game too. A lot of his music used to leak back in the day because he'd have a bunch of homies in the studio with him and the tracks would end up on the internet before they were supposed to. But Jaaybo told No Jumper he was getting way more serious about rapping and being more professional in the studio. It looked like Jaaybo was ready to go all in on his music and leave the street drama behind. But then in January 2024, news broke that EBKJAAYBO was back in jail for the gun charges he got booked for in 2023. Nobody knows why Jaaybo got locked up again, but it's probably over a probation violation. The judge didn't even want to give him bail last time because he has so many priors on his record. So if Jaaybo did violate the bond, he'll probably be sitting behind bars till he goes to trial or takes a plea deal. Hopefully the case doesn't go left for him though. Jaaybo is buzzing more than ever in the rap game right now and has serious potential.
Bro, you gotta lock in, bro. You doing good right now. You doing really good right now. But YouTube, that is going to be the end of this video. Like I was saying, YouTube, that is going to be the end of this video. If you did like it and you want to see more like this, be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you get notified every time I drop another banger video, y'all. And with all that being said, it's my boy Who's DK. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. DK out.
Jalen, you've been going crazy.